4.5 billion years ago, the solar system was not a place of order. It was a violent disk of gas and dust, circling a young, hungry star. In the cold darkness beyond the snow line, a core of rock and ice began to grow. It grew faster than anything else in the nebula. In just a few million years, it became a monster. Jupiter was born. A vacuum cleaner of the cosmos, swallowing enough gas to become 300 times the mass of Earth. But it wasn't content to stay in the dark. Then, the unthinkable happened. Jupiter, the king, began to move. Drawn by the invisible friction of the primordial gas disk, the giant spiraled inward. It wasn't just a planet anymore. It was a gravitational scythe, migrating toward the newborn sun, crossing the very orbits where Mars and Earth were struggling to be born. As it moved, Jupiter became a cosmic wrecking ball. It didn't just pass through, it dominated. It cleared the path by smashing super-Earths, massive rocky worlds that once crowded our inner system, into dust. It acted as a gravitational slingshot, sending the building blocks of life screaming into the sun or hurling them into the freezing outer void. We call this the Grand Tack, a moment of pure chaos where the giant almost consumed its own family. If nothing had stopped its inward death march, Jupiter would have swallowed everything in its path, leaving the inner solar system a barren, empty graveyard. Earth, and everyone you have ever known, would never have existed. But Jupiter wasn't alone in the dark. Behind it, in the thinning outer reaches of the nebula, a second giant was waking up: Saturn. As Saturn's mass exploded, its gravity reached out across the void, locking onto Jupiter in a cosmic tug-of-war that would define the fate of the Sun's children. This is the Grand Tack. They entered a perfect orbital resonance, a mathematical harmony where for every 3 times Jupiter circled the Sun, Saturn circled twice. Like a massive ship dropping its sails to change course, Saturn's backward pull halted Jupiter's inward death march. The momentum shifted. The destroyer was dragged back out, away from the Sun, into the outer solar system where it sits today. This retreat, this accidental rescue, is the only reason we are here. It left behind a trail of just enough debris, shattered rock and dust in the inner system to form the small, fragile worlds. Out of the chaos of the giants, the Earth was finally allowed to breathe. Our home was built from the scraps of a war that nearly consumed the stars. Today, billions of years after the chaos, Jupiter sits in the distance, a failed star that shaped our destiny. It is the heavyweight champion of our solar system, holding more mass than all other planets combined. Its massive gravity now acts as a silent, invisible shield. Like a cosmic vacuum cleaner, it intercepts rogue comets and stray asteroids that would otherwise strike Earth with the force of 1,000,000 Hiroshimas. We live in a peaceful neighborhood only because this giant once cleared the way. Look closely at its face, the Great Red Spot, a hurricane twice the size of Earth that has been raging for centuries. It is a reminder of the raw, violent power that still churns within. To understand Jupiter is to understand why we are here. A destroyer turned protector. A wanderer that found its home so we could build ours. The king of the planets, the reason for our existence, the silent guardian of the sun.